You're not in the spotlight as much as you think. Here's something that will quiet your overthinking. We all do it. But just know that most people aren't paying as much attention to you as you think. And that's not just a hunch, it's actually research. Back in the early 2000s, psychologist Thomas Gilovich and his team ran a study, and they asked people to wear an embarrassing t-shirt into a room full of absolute strangers. Afterwards, they asked them, how many people do you think actually noticed your shirt? The average guess? About 50%. But the real number was pretty much half that, 25%. This is called the spotlight effect, the tendency to believe we're being noticed and judged more than we actually are. You trip over a word in a meeting, you obsess over it, you replay it 20 times in your head, you allow it to live rent-free, driving you crazy. But to everyone else, it was a blip, a blink. They moved on. They didn't think about it again. You post something and you second-guess the caption, but the person reading it, they saw your honesty, your vulnerability, your realness. It's time we stop worrying about what people think about us because they're not really thinking about us anyway. We live like there's a spotlight on us all the time. But the truth is, everyone's got their own spotlight, their own worries, their own insecurities, and they're thinking about themselves. Not your stumble, your bad hair day, your clothes, your next move. So that thing you're putting off because you think everyone's watching, that story you're scared to share, that step that you're not sure you should take, do it. Not because the spotlight's gone, but because you realized it was never really that bright to begin with. Remember, you're not being judged nearly as often as you think you are. And that's freedom. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be real. And real doesn't need a spotlight. It needs belief.